Hi there. My name is Nina Nandagopal, and I'm here to show you a little bit about how I use an app called Freeform as a mood board to help me organize my home decor projects or even my home organization projects. This app is made by Apple, and if you have the later versions of iOS or macOS, you will already have this on your device, most likely, if you have done the upgrades. If you don't, you can go to the App Store and look for it. It's one word, Freeform, and it should be available for you to download. Now, again, this is with the later versions of macOS and iOS, and I have those listed below this video. I don't, off the top of my head, remember which versions and above you need for this, but I really want to show you how it works. I was very excited to find it on my device. I kind of ignored it for quite a while, and then I had a project that I had to work on, and I opened it up, and it's just been fantastic. So usually for a design project, you might pull in images of furniture, of the room that you're decorating or redoing, paint swatches, fabric swatches, wallpaper, things like that, to give you an idea of what your finished room is going to look like. And typically you might do this on a mood board app. I don't even know if there's a specific one or if there are different ones that designers use, but the Freeform app is on everybody's Apple device if you have a later version and if you are in that ecosystem. So this is kind of available to a lot of people as opposed to a specific app you might need to buy. So I'm going to show you how it works before I keep talking about it. So you can pull in images, and I put together some photos and things here that we can use. So here's a picture of a room, and let's say this is the room that you want to redo or redecorate, and you want to kind of get a feeling for what that's going to look like. So this here is the Freeform app. It's really just a big whiteboard. You can scroll any which way, and you can add all kinds of things to it, like pictures, like videos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a link to it, a link into this app. So let's say we want to decorate, and we want to see how these orange pillows might look on the couch that's here. So you can actually just take a link from a website, and most websites will pull in the whole picture. Some websites do not. So I think it's dependent on how the images are set up on the other website. But you saw that I copied the URL, and I'm going to paste it here. And what's happening is that it brings in a little image that is actually linked to this product. And in this case, it's on Amazon. So we can actually kind of place it here in our room and see if we like the way that pillow looks. And we can think about it. A couple days later, we can come back to this and just click this link, and it opens up the where did it go? It opens up the image in Amazon, and you can just buy the product right there and then. So let's say we want to add some curtains to this room. I've already kind of found a few sample things that we can try. So this particular, and I'll link to all these products below if you like them. So this is a product, and I pulled the URL, and I'm going to paste it here. And so it brings in this curtain, and we can kind of put it in here with this room, see how we like it. But let's say that is not enough for us, this little swatch that it pulled in. You can actually take a screenshot, which I did previously, and see when I do that, it kind of just filled the image. So I want to undo what I just did there, and I want to pull it in again and not exactly stick it on that image, but stick it to the side. And then I can go right here and sort of expand it and see how that curtain would look in this room, and maybe with these pillows. So at this point, maybe I'm thinking this is a nice combination, but I want to put some art over my sofa. And so I can pull in, again, images of artwork. So here is an example from Etsy, and I'll link all these things below, so I can paste this in and get an idea. And not sure, let's say I'm thinking about this, but I want some other options. So I can push this off to the side. I can pull in another piece of artwork and see if I like that one better. And that's the beauty of this Freeform app, is that you can just take different items, put them together, see how they look in your room, and get that feel for what your finished room is going to look like. You can take screenshots, or you can bring in the links. You can also add things like a sticky note or a shape. So the sticky notes are great because you can just type right on them and say, choosing between these, choose between art. And you can leave this because there are collaboration properties in this app as well. So you can leave a sticky note for somebody else that might be using this, sharing your board that you've shared it with, and see what their ideas are. You might leave them instructions to do something, to look up more pillows or more curtains or whatever you need to do. You can also add in a shape, and you can do a lot of different things with that. You can add in text if you want to add a text box. And if you're on your iPad, you can draw. On your iPhone, you can draw with your finger. On an iPad, you can draw with a pencil, and really brainstorm into these boards and bring in all kinds of inspiration. I really wanted to share this with you. I was very excited about it. You would not only have to use this for your interior design or decorating projects. Let's say you're organizing your linen closet and you want to try to see how different linen closet organizers are going to fit in that space. You can bring in those kind of products, and this is only, I guess, one use case. There are other things that you can use it for. You can collaborate on projects that you're doing with a team, something completely not related to home decorating or organization. So this is a very powerful tool. It's a powerful app, and it really helps you to visualize your space and visualize your whole project, which I think is very unique and very useful. And it's just much more easier than using, say, a spreadsheet or a Word, like a doc. It's much more easier to move things around, to try things out. You can layer, you can choose how your layers are. You can have bring something to the front, and that way it comes on top. You can group things together if you want and move them as a group. So this is the Freeform app from Apple. It is very useful. I'm really happy to see it in the operating system, or included with the new upgrades. And I'll have the version numbers listed below, and you can check and see it if it is on your device. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. My name is Nina Nandagopal, and you can find me at almostpractical.com.